Just bring you some breaking news that's coming into us, and it comes from the AFP news agency, and that it is that 9 people are reported to have been killed in clashes at a temple within the Thai anti-government protest zone after it was shut down in a military offensive. So from that, one would gauge that following the curfew and the shutdown and the scenes that unfolded yesterday in the capital, 9 people were killed after those events. Reports of that taking place at clashes between anti-government protesters and Thai security officials from the army, of course, in a temple within that protest zone. It's unclear as to which part of it was, but we know that they're heavily concentrated and were pushed back to the north area of that protest zone. But that coming into us from AFP that 9 people have been killed. We will, of course, keep you updated on that breaking news for you. But let's just take a quick look at the background into these protests. They can be traced back to the fall of the former Prime Minister Thaksin Shinawatra 4 years ago. His supporters from the rural and urban pool, the so-called redshirts, have been involved in a series of protests culminating in what we've seen as that latest violence. Our diplomatic correspondent James Robbins has been looking at the impact of their campaign on the country.
Please be assured that the government and the CRES officers will do everything to ensure your safety, especially our friends from abroad.
The crisis in Thailand has been brewing for at least 5 years, and this is the man the red shirts want to see back in power, billionaire former Prime Minister Thaksin Shinawatra. The poor, especially in rural areas, loved him, but he was hated by much of Bangkok's elite. Thaksin was ousted in a military coup accused of corruption and abuse of power. He fled into exile. Against Thaksin are those known as the yellow shirts. And after Thaksin's allies won post-coup elections, in 2008 the yellow shirts protested by taking over Bangkok's 2 airports, shutting them down and crippling tourism.